So, welcome back people, welcome back to the channel. Just today, just going to talk about the top 3 British or UK bike shows in my humble opinion. So I'm going to start first with the Trip Out. Happens in September, most years, obviously not last year because fucking COVID or whatever. But it's an old school bike event, it's a camp out, it's got bands, it's got trade stalls, it's got big bike show of everything sort of pre-1979 I think. So yeah, old Harleys, old Triumphs, all chopped out, competitions, giveaways. Yeah, it's awesome, great weekend, no trouble, none of the usual bike bollocks where you got people puffing their chests out and being I'm tougher than you are and my nanny's tougher than your nanny. It's just cool, it's just a little hangout. Been going for the last few years. It's brilliant, never had a problem. The only issue for me is camping. I hate camping. Big guy, always go through the camp beds, like the blow-up beds, always end up sleeping on the ground. So yeah, camping is not for me, but sometimes you've got to suffer it to do the fun stuff. They've got a website, go over and check it out, thetripout.co.uk. Yeah, it's good, man. If you can get to it, you'll enjoy it. Whether you're into new or old bikes, you don't have to have an old school bike to go. You can just park it by your tent, leave it around, soak up the atmosphere, walk around the event for the weekend, have a great time with properly funny people. Show number 2 is also another old school bike event for old choppers. It's called the Hookup. It's in South Wales, in Usk. Run by a few guys that really funny. One of the best weekends you'll have at a UK bike show. It's got obviously the bike show. There's a big ride out on the Saturday where they lead routes all around South Wales, and it's properly nice. Obviously there's trade stalls there, there's good food, beer, if that's what you're into, and parties, bands, novelty boxing with the big boxing gloves, properly funny. Just a good weekend, another weekend, no trouble, no chest puffing, just people having a good time. It's definitely worth a look. You can find them on Instagram, same as the last one, or they've got a website. It's the Hookup, I think it's the hookup.co.uk. Give it a look, you'll be happy with your weekend. It's worth a trip, even if you're coming from distances. People come out from all over the country, well, all over Europe to it, that are into that sort of scene. So yeah, and then my last one for today is, now it was formerly called Paint and Bike Festival. I think that name's been given up now, and it's the English Riviera Bike Show, or English Riviera Bike Weekend, down in Painton in Devon. It's not a specific show, it's not an old school, it's just a ride in, and they've got a long promenade along the front of the beach. All the bikes park up there, and then on the green by the beach there's just stuff, bands, beer, trade stalls, new bikes, the dealers come down, set up, there's just all sorts going on. And then just up from that you've got all the pubs, all the B&Bs, and that's what I like about it. It's just a little bit of everything in one. Plenty of chances for ride outs over the weekend. There's nothing arranged, but you can do your own. And there's just some great places around there, just great riding. End up down in Looe in Cornwall, or going over to Brixham, and they have the Pirate Festival the same weekend. Just a brilliant weekend. Very relaxed, very chilled. Yeah, it's awesome. And it's just, because it being Painton and it's a beach town, there's a shed load of B&Bs. So if you get in early, you can book a B&B, you don't have to camp or any of that nonsense, and that's what I love. You get to, you know, have a proper bed, watch a bit of telly, got a bit of a base camp, you can go and have a chill. Oh, and it's also got my favourite thing, the Wall of Death. Brilliant. If you haven't seen the Wall of Death live, it's always a Paint and Bike show. Definitely worth a watch. I've seen it about 5 times, and I still shit my pants every time I watch it. It's good. But yeah, that's a quick rundown of my top 3 shows in the UK. Bearing in mind that's just my opinion. There's a lot that I haven't been to and I will go to. But obviously last year was knackered, so hopefully, fingers crossed, this year 2021 will be a bit better and we can do a few more. But until then, take care guys, I'll see you soon.